feel like I'm just repeating myself because I just did a video on Facebook, but I wanted to come over here and say hi to you guys too before I went to work. Okay, that's not a good angle, but we're going to work with it. So, if you read the title of this video, it says, "What does it take to stay sober?" And for the longest time, I'm going to tell you guys, whenever I was in my active addiction, I tried to get sober, over 100 times. Over 100 times. I was in and out of AA. I went to NA 1 or 2 times, but for the most part, I stuck with the AA group. And I just wasn't ready to stop drinking and using. I thought I was ready a couple times, and I tried, but then I would go around those people, places, and things, and I would drink and use with them. So what happened, what it took for me, because I feel like everybody is different, what it took for me to get sober. Yeah, Bubba. He's not woke yet, Nate. What it took for me to get sober was I had to have something really, really, really important taken away from me, you know, my son, for me to wake up and realize that I was going to live my life and die and ruin my son's life and possibly hurt my son, you know, because he was with me all the time. And so it was like drastic change had to happen, you know. And when that happened, it kind of like jarred my life a little bit to where I had to start making some changes. And once I started making changes and things started flowing, it was hard at first, you guys. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. It was hard. When I got out of treatment, I remember I wanted to go use. I remember talking to Neil and telling him, like, I want to get high, you know. And I knew I did. I felt it. And he was like, you know, we're not going to do that. And we went to the Suboxone doctor, and he got me put on Suboxone, and that has helped me so much, you guys. But I also abused Xanax and methamphetamine heavily. So Suboxone isn't a cure-all, you know. It helps with the cravings and stuff, but it doesn't take away the desire to drink or use. And I'm sure that you guys know that because a lot of you are on Suboxone like I am. And so I had to dig and start doing like major work to stay sober. Like, I had to start becoming accountable to my sponsor and calling her and working towards changing my life. And y'all, I'm real stuck in my ways. Like, I'm very controlling, and it's something I'm not proud of. I don't want to be like that, but I am, and I'm working towards not doing that anymore. But it's so hard because in my mind, if I'm controlling everything, then everything's going to be okay because I've got control over it, you know, and that gives me a sense of ease and comfort. Where the drugs used to do, now it's my controlling that gives that to me, you know. So every day I have to really work hard against not giving into it, especially with my fiance, because I want him to be able to enjoy his life and live it and not have to worry about me going crazy, you know. And it's hard, you guys. Like, I'm not perfect by any means, and I'm trying really hard to make changes, but it's really, really difficult whenever you have practiced something your whole life. And this is like not just stopping using. This is like changing my behavior, you know. And this is something I've done with every guy I've ever dated. So, and I love, you know, me and Neil, we're going to be together forever. So I got to get right. But he knows I'm working on it, and he's working on his stuff too. So I guess as long as we're making an effort towards the same thing, we're both on the same page, and that's all. That's what matters the most. And we both love each other, and we both want to work towards that better communication. You know, we've even gotten so much better about talking to each other about things and not like bottling stuff up. So that's been good. And I've been really working hard on not like sharing all his personal business and stuff. I mean, of course I'm going to talk about him because he's like in my life, but the important stuff I try to keep to myself because it's not fun to share. But I used to feel like it was. I used to kind of feel entitled. You know? So, my sponsor just texted me and told me, please don't call her this morning. Okay? She can't talk right now. That's strange. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys a little bit about what I do and what it takes for me. Like, I have to listen, I have to live recovery, you guys, because if I don't, then I'll forget. Like, it's so serious for me because I love my son so much and I don't want to hurt him or put him in harm's way or lose him. And I've practiced my addiction for 12 years, you know, so now I have to practice my recovery like I practice my addiction a lot. And that's how it was. Like, I was always doing something for my addiction. So now for my recovery, you know, I try to focus on doing stuff for my recovery all the time, you know, and I kind of try to like play it into, hey guys, everyday stuff like that I can do that my son can be a part of, you know. So I'm sorry, I'm just doing my makeup and I thought I'd come on and talk to you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So here's some things I do that I do every day. So I wake up in the morning every morning and I read my meditation. Then I get on Facebook and I read my meditation with a group of people and we talk about it and share. I say my prayers. Thank God for keeping me alive and sober and giving me, you know, a great life. And then I go to work and I call my sponsor when I'm driving down the road. That's what I do every day, every day. Now, on special days when I have a babysitter and I have time to do it, I'll go to a meeting or meet with my sponsor. Most of the time I meet with my sponsor. And that's once a week, every week. And we talk about my step work and the things that I've been working on doing to stay sober. And I share with her my meditations that I do, and I tell her about the people I talk to. And she knows I do all these little videos, and she thinks that it's just great because she knows it helps me. But she also knows that I suffer from severe low self-esteem, and that sometimes I have to pull back from things like this because it's the wrong kind of attention. So there's a fine line between like me being on here and it being healthy and then me overdoing it. So I try to just upload a short video in the morning for you guys and, you know, talk about what I do and talk about what helps me. So it may be that if you think you could do those things, you could do it too. It could help you too. I just finished working through the first 4 recovery books from Celebrate Recovery, me and my sponsor did, and finished the 12 steps, which is so cool, you guys. Like, I still cannot believe that I finished my 12 steps. Like, I've never done that before, and I feel so good about it. Like, I feel like, I feel like different in the fact that I feel more confident in my recovery. I feel like I know, like I have the tools. I have the knowledge about my disease, and I have the knowledge about what it takes to stay sober. And I have the desire to stay sober and to make changes still in my life. And that's what had to happen with me. Like, I had to become really willing to make changes because before I was just accepting the fact that I was going to be a drug addict for the rest of my life, you know. And then my son came and he changed everything, you guys. Because if he hadn't have came, I had just reached a point in my life where I was just like, this is it. This is what this life has came to. Do you know what I mean? Did you guys ever come to that point where you were just like, yep, I'm going to be a junkie for the rest of my life and just give up? That was kind of where I was at. Like, I had lost hope. And then my son was born, and that changed everything. That gave me back that hope. And it gave me a purpose. You know, a lot of stuff happened after he was born, but it was all stuff that saved my life. Like today, I'm grateful for the things that happened. Because if it hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here today talking to you guys, you know? And I was able to make amends with the girl who called DHS on me, and that was a huge relief. Like, I just walked up to her and told her I forgave her. That's it. Plain and simple. Well, and then that's it. I didn't have to give her no explanation. I didn't have to tell her I was making amends. I didn't have to tell her none of that. I just did it, and that was it. And she hugged me, and now I don't talk to her every day or nothing like that, but, like, I don't dread seeing her. Like, if I run into her, it's all good, you know? Hey, how you doing? My life is good now. I'm drug-free and proud to be. But it's just, like, a freeing situation because, like, I don't have to hold that resentment against her anymore. Like, I can be free from that. So that's really been awesome. If you guys are into makeup like I am, I got this Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's amazing. Like, I absolutely love it. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. I got to get ready for work. I hope you guys have a great day, and those are some of the things I do to stay sober, and that helped me in my recovery, so I hope it helped you out. Bye.